I just need to point out that this man's version of perfection is this, and while I feel I could genuinely just end the video right here and that would be explanation enough, that's no fun, so fuck it, we ball. So today we're talking about Fulgrim, Primarch of the Emperor's Children, Legion of Space Marines, and Ferrus Manus' personal femboy fucktoy. Out of everything that could have been suggested, someone had to throw out Fulgrim, and I am a man of the people, so follow me as I poorly explain Fulgrim while trying not to get my channel yeeted into the warp. Fun. So Fulgrim's pod was sucked into the warp along with all of his brothers, and Fulgrim landed on the planet of Chemos, and I am not going over the boring shit. So flash forward to the Great Crusade, and Fulgrim is rolling around the galaxy on a murder pilgrimage with his daddy and all the boys when he stumbles upon the world of Laer. Oh, this is gonna be fun. So after Fulgrim conquers the these assholes, so he's walking through the ruins of these assholes' city when he stumbles upon a temple that is very clearly a demon temple. And even if it wasn't a demon temple, it's a temple in general, and if you remember anything about Imperial history, he and his harem should have just burned that temple to the ground and dipped out. But we need the plot to move forward, so he and his harem enter the temple and find this beautiful blade. Seeing such a beautiful blade, his femboy instincts kick in, and why the fuck am I obsessed with this guy being a femboy? What is wrong with me? Okay. So anyways, Fulgrim grabs the blade, and in his head he's saying to himself, this will match my armor so perfectly, Ferrus will have no choice but to breed me. So he grabs the blade, and surprise, surprise, it was cursed by the murder fuck god. Who could have saw that one coming? And depending on which book you read, he is or isn't possessed by the blade at this point in time. Regardless of his possessed status, the blade really intensifies his his urges towards Ferrus. And like all demons, the blade just kind of starts to twist his mind, and Fulgrim starts to think to himself, why won't Ferrus fuck me? It must be because of the salamander. So Fulgrim really starts to hate Ferrus for not wanting to pound him into oblivion. And he starts to hate a lot of his other brothers because the demon is now talking to him on a pretty consistent basis, and Fulgrim is like, yeah man, you're making some really good points here. And all of the events that I'm about to talk about could have easily been avoided if the space elves used the slightest amount of common sense. Good to see the real world isn't the only place lacking common sense. So imagine this, you're a space elf, and one day you get this terrible vision that the murder fuck god and all of her friends and family have manipulated events to begin the Horus Heresy. You also see that you have the smallest potential to actually make a difference and stop that whole situation from happening. So you and your space elf homies rush to go find the nearest evolved primates and potentially stop the end of the galaxy, and the first motherfuckers you roll up on are repping the colors of the murder fuck god that is definitely coming for your soul when you die, so you 1000% know what they look like. Do you A, go find some other humies, just in case? Do you B, murder these guys, then go find someone else? Or do you C, trust the guys repping the colors of the murder fuck god? If you answered B or C, you need help, because the right answer was A. Go find anyone else. Why not the yellow guys? If anyone is going to turn traitor, it's not the yellow guys. They're boring as fuck. Like, the space elf had options. They had 18 different options. Why would you do this? Anyways, back to the topic. So, the sword possesses Fulgrim. Get fucked. And Fulgrim goes to find Horus, who's been having a really rough couple of days right now, but it's all fine because he wakes up and he's like, you know what, I'm gonna go kill my dad and start the largest war the galaxy's seen in at least a couple of millennia. So Fulgrim walks up to Horus and is like, yo, Papa War Master, how you feeling? Horus is like, man, my head hurts, but I think I'm gonna go kill dad now. And Fulgrim's like, bet, I'll help you. Horus is like, wait, what? And the femboy is like, well, I got this demon friend and he talks to me from time to time and he told me what's up, so let's go. And Horus is like, well, shit, I plan to start a bunch of demon incursions anyways, so, like, you're hired. So flash forward to post-Istvan, which is a topic I don't really have time to talk about right now, but we'll talk about it later. So Fulgrim is chilling at the after party with his boys when his personal remembrancer, which is like space paparazzi, but Fulgrim liked his because they always gassed him up. Anyways, so Kai shit. What is up with these names, bro? Katie. We're just gonna call her Katie, alright? Okay, another slight editor's note. I also just realized that, Katie, whatever the fuck their name is, yeah, that's actually just a musical composer. That wasn't his personal remembrancer. I am not gonna attempt to pronounce the personal remembrancer's name, but, yeah, I fucked up. Sorry. So Katie's like, yo, fem daddy, I heard you just won down there. I got these new tracks. You want to hear them? Fulgrim's like, yeah. So Katie's like, also Katie, fun fact, is corrupted by Slaanesh at this point. Big surprise, big surprise. And when she puts on these fire tracks, they are so fire that the beats kill people and turn them into demons. They also open up a portal into the warp that now, like, Fulgrim is fully possessed at this point. Now, while Fulgrim goes fully villain arc and gets all possessed and everything like that, I would love to tell you that he goes out and does a whole bunch of cool shit after that, but I mean, like, realistically, my man doesn't. Small editor's note. So I know that I said that Fulgrim did like nothing pretty much after Istvan, but there was one thing that happened. So he actually became the snake demon that he is today during that time period. So after he had killed his last boyfriend, he was really heartbroken and lonely and looking for a new boyfriend. And Perturabo was kind of there, just kind of being, you know, supportive. He wasn't really into him like that. He was just being supportive. But Fulgrim didn't see it like that. So Fulgrim kind of started to love him and was like, yo, big dog, breed me. And Perturabo was like, bro, you weird, get the fuck away from me. And that really pissed off Fulgrim, and then he became the snake demon. So, yeah. Anyways. He does participate in the heresy. His legion is fighting. He's fighting. They're doing the thing. But when it comes down to like the siege of Terra, he really just kind of chills and mainly sends his marines out to go destroy the civilian populace, which, like, cool, I get it. You're worshiping demons and whatnot, but like, they're civilians, bro. It's not like they're a fight for you. What are you even accomplishing here? When he finally did go fight within the siege itself, he and his boys kind of got fucked up, and then they ran with their tails between their legs and just dipped out. And that's why even today in the modern 40k setting, a lot of Chaos warbands actively either hunt or at least hate the Emperor's children. They feel that the children abandoned them during the siege, and please do not clip that sentence out of context anyways. And then even up to the modern day, Fulgrim really hasn't done a whole lot. I know there's been a couple of things that he's been involved with, but other than that, he's kind of just been chilling within the Eye of Terra. I know GW just released, well, they just teased a new line of Emperor's Children models, so I'm sure in a year I'll be able to make a new video about this guy, but that's just assuming that new models also equate to new lore, which it doesn't always equate to that, but most of the times it does, so we'll see. But with that being said, I hope y'all enjoyed this, and if you have any other suggestions of lore you'd like me to completely butcher, just leave them down in the comments. You know, Fulgrim, Caligula, and Diddy all have a lot in common now that I think about it.